Hi there, cats and dragons. Welcome back. Today we're going to continue on writing out our story. We're going to write out the middle of our story. We're going to write out that's right. So in the middle of our story, that's where we like to include the problem that happened in our story. We want to continue to have dialogue. And of course, you're going to be able to type it up or write it out. So when we're thinking about the middle of our story, we still want to think about those main characters, but we also want to make sure we're focusing on the problem of our story and what we decided is going to happen in the middle of our story. So these are the three boxes we're really going to focus on for this part of our story. Again, I have a page provided for you that has the middle of our story and a reminder to include the problem. I included the transition word next on the middle of our story. You can use the word next, or you can choose to use a different transition word like then, or after that, or suddenly. It's up to you. This one's here for you already. You can erase it if you want to use a different transition word. Here's my sample of the middle of my story. See, I chose to erase the word next, and I wrote then instead. So this is a continuation of my story where Grumpy Bear is having trouble building his swing set, and he does not want to ask for help. The middle of my story goes, then Hummingbird came to see her friend. "Hello, Grumpy Bear," she said. Oh, do you guys notice my dialogue already? That's right. Hummingbird said hello to her friend Grumpy Bear. "Would you like help building your swing set?" "No, I can do it myself," yelled Grumpy Bear. Did you notice that I changed up how I used my dialogue this time? I wrote the dialogue for Grumpy Bear. I included my quotation mark showing no, I can do it myself. And this time I wrote yelled Grumpy Bear instead of said Grumpy Bear. It's a stronger word in the shades of meaning. It's a juicier word than just saying he said it. He didn't say it. He is feeling upset, and I showed that by writing yelled Grumpy Bear. Hummingbird decided to stay to show support for her friend. Grumpy Bear tried a third time, and it fell again. "Please let me help you," said Hummingbird. "Hard tasks are easier when friends work together." "No," yelled Grumpy Bear, "I will do everything by myself." But he could not make the swing set work. So I wrote out what I wanted to happen in the middle of my story. I included the problem. My problem here is that Grumpy Bear keeps being unsuccessful building this because he will not ask for help. Now, did you notice at the bottom of my story, I ran out of lines? But that's okay. I just continued writing anyway, and it's underneath the line, but that's all right. I wanted to make sure I included all of my important words. So if you run out of space, then you can just write underneath that as well. And if you don't need that many lines, then you can leave a little bit of the space blank. Okay, so here I chose to write out my story on the slide that's underneath my planning sheet. Remember, you can also write it out, and then you can take a picture of it and upload that instead if you'd like to write it out. So again, this is the exact same story as this one is. I just wrote it out by hand and took a picture. You see that I even drew my picture box up at the top to make it look like the slide that's in the assignment. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. You're going to make sure that you are writing out your folktale, include your problem in the middle, include the dialogue in the middle, and type it up or write it out. Happy writing!